Hi everyone, welcome to my 5 minutes about art. So last week you saw me at my easel painting this. That's what I was working on. I think it's pretty much finished now. It might just need a soupçon white somewhere or a little dark touch of dark, but I can only tell that after I've lived with it for a little while and keep looking at it. I love reworking up new old pictures at the moment. I've dug another one out of my storage, which I'm now trying to rework. It's a bit more challenging because it's actually a real one, as in a figurative one, as opposed to an abstract one. So it's the woods in spring, which we've got snow outside right now, so not quite there yet. But one can dream, right? Anyway, so I keep saying this, a painting is made of three things. Who can answer it? Which three things are the contents of a good painting? Any idea? Colour. So, right, we've got that. Colour, yeah. Shape. We've got that. Some of the colours have quite clear shapes, right? Movement. What do I mean by these three things? Colour is really the light. You need to have, for me, I need to see the light in the picture. Rembrandt was very good at this. I recently went to see a wonderful exhibition of Rembrandt prints in Geneva. So here we've got the light streaming through the center, and the light for me also has something to do with the divine and the soul of the painting. Form is shape, right? So how much, and the shape, I don't mean flat shapes, I mean it has to have room. So if you take a deep breath, that's a lot of air that you've got in your lungs. And for me, a painting also has to have that feeling of depth. It's the feeling that you can go into this, right? The feeling that you can move around in it, walk around, take a stroll. Which bit do you find really interesting? Where are the colours that they really grip you? Or is there something you can see? For example, my husband always sees a bird in this picture. I never saw it painting it myself, but that's the nature of a work of art. A good work of art is an open system of signs that leave it open for the viewer to put in what they can see. And a work of art comes alive when somebody looks at it, because you come at a work of art with your feelings, your ideas, your personal subjectivity, and you put that towards the work of art, and the work of art will bring its feelings back to you. And at that meeting point, you'll see the painting. This is a movement, yeah? And that's why it's so important that the work of art is open. If I just make a work of art that is a poster and says something on it, then it's not open. You can't see quite as much stuff. You wouldn't be able to see a bird either. Anyway, that's what I was at. So we had colour, shape, depth, and movement. For me, it has to be expressive. It has to move. It has to kind of look alive. Like I said, come alive when you look at it. And of course, an abstract work of art is an imaginative process and an inspirational process. An abstract work of art needs to have a little bit left of reality of the world. So for me, the little bit I leave in so that you can have an entrance. It's like that portal you can enter into abstract work of art in. Is a bit of that expressive nature, a bit of that nature you can see outside. So maybe the colours or the clouds, looks a bit like clouds. That allows you to come towards the painting and allows you to feel something when you look at it. The rest of the abstract work is pure inspiration. That means without using reality as a guide. And inspiration is a very spiritual thing. It's not hard and fast. And as a human, we are made of nature and spirit. But because we still have nature in us, we still need to go to the loo, let's face it. We can't just think about wonderful theories all day about art. It will pull us back and say, wait a minute, hang on a second, you're hungry. And therefore we need a little bit of that reality in an abstract painting. If a painting is purely geometric, you can't feel so much for it. It might be very beautiful and very decorative, but it won't grab you and make you feel. What else can I tell you? I had a nice sentence all prepared. So a work of art must therefore be ambiguous, an open system of signs, a spatial experience, a composition of colour, form and movement. And I know I've said this before, and I keep saying it, and I'll keep saying it again, but I think it's so important. And when we look at a work of art and you go to a museum, people often talk about the artist. Oh, here's Van Gogh, you know, he's the crazy guy who cut his ear off. Or there's Gauguin, who went over to the islands and painted the hot countries. Well, Van Gogh isn't hanging on that wall, neither is Gauguin. It's their work of art. So that's it. My daughter's just come home. That's it for now. Bye bye.